It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, next on Madden Football.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Throwing is Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's to the longtime Eagle great, Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And his throw is incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Toss play to Robinson. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Throwing now is Daniels. Flushed out right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go play action. Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Daniels looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Gay's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He can't get him down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Daniels. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 33 yards. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. but at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. This is caught at the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts. A throw over the middle caught by Bryant. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 6 now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, they go play action. Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Bond leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Man open left side is Brown. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Samuel going to go in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here's Daniels. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Williams. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw here. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Sets up the screen to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch out and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold.
This time they get an even 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Here we go, 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McCaffrey on the return, taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Now Washington Down by 7. 1:54 on the clock. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Second and 6 coming up. Back to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.